Twin Lakes Park. So this, I think, is a county park, and there are a lot of ducks here. We are also right by I-5, and there is a lot of noise. But it was a beautiful day, and we've always wanted to come check this out. Gisberg Twin Lakes was created by excavating gravel for the construction of I-5. The South Lake is open to fishing for everyone, but the North Lake is reserved for youth fishing, ages 14 and under. Looks like we've got some mallards and a whole bunch of widgeons. These are American widgeons. According to the All About Birds website, they eat the highest proportion of plant matter than any other dabbling duck, and this is due to their shorter goose-like bill. I also read on that site that the oldest widgeon recorded was over 21 years old. There is a trail that goes around the outside of these two spring-fed lakes, but definitely keep an eye on their website because there's a toxic algae bloom here in the summer especially. We actually have two lakes to our right. We're not seeing the other one yet, but I believe once we walk around this one, we'll be walking down the peninsula in the middle that we see people sitting there and enjoying the view. Some of them might be fishing. Most of them were fishing with varying degrees of luck. The Department of Fish and Wildlife stocks rainbow trouts here, and two fishing clubs also stock this lake. I read that bluegill and channel catfish could be caught as well as trout. I like this lake for birding and wildlife viewing potential. I did see sign of beaver activity, and I saw a lot of really cool water birds. We've come about a third of a mile from where we parked. We're still going around this first lake. These are ringneck ducks. They were called this due to a chestnut-colored collar around their necks, which can't really be seen on the live duck, but apparently biologists noticed it on the dead specimens. Okay, so there's the first lake that we walked around, and this peninsula goes up between the lakes, but it doesn't connect through all the way. So we are going to walk around the next lake, and then we're going to cut in from the parking area down in between them. To wrap up our loop, we have come so far 0.38 miles. So this is going to be a nice little walk by the time we're done. We'll make the dogs happy. Let's see, this side is much less woodsy. It's built up on the side. So we didn't go around that second lake quite yet. We cut up towards where the two peninsulas don't meet, just going up the north side of that second lake. And then we'll cut down on the peninsula. And this side's a little more brushy. You can't really see the lake very well. This whole walk is really nice for birding. This is a double-crested cormorant. Only when the adults are in their breeding plumage do you see the double crest. It takes a bit for cormorants to gain any elevation, so I've heard them called lead bottoms. We're on the far side of the second lake now. There's that passage in between the two sides of it. Well, we are nearing the frontage road and the freeway again. We've come 0.85, so by the time we get to our car, that would be probably about a mile. But we're going to go down that center peninsula first, which will add just a little bit more distance. Nice big grassy area. It's a pretty nice little park, other than the traffic noise on this side. Lots of ducks. The dogs have loved it. Lots of smells. This peninsula has a lot of nice big cedar trees. That was 1.37 miles of walking around these little lakes. Really nice birding, really fun for the dogs. Beautiful day. If you can't get far out in the mountains on a day, find some little hidden gem like this. And if you like fishing, it looks like a great place to come as well. Look at those cookies. How will I choose just one? One of my cookies that I chose is the peach pie. Looks very delicious. Let's find out. Frodo wants to find out too.